Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's July 29th. There are a couple of things going on today. It's National Lasagna Day and it's Rain Day. So I found an interesting article by Lisa Maloney about how rain comes down from the clouds. You may already know all this information, but I want to share it with you. While it may be tempting to say that rain comes from clouds, you can also say that rain is clouds, giving up on their dreams of being water vapor and falling back down to earth, where they start their journey again. If you want a better understanding of precipitation and why rain comes down from the clouds, you have to start with the water cycle. The amount of water available on earth never changes, but its state changes. It can be solid, liquid, or gas. And that's all thanks to thermal energy from the sun. As liquid water is heated by the sun, it receives enough energy to break its molecules apart and transform into its gaseous form, water vapor. The warmer the air, the more water vapor it can hold. That warm, moisture-saturated air rises along with the water vapor it contains, and as it rises, it cools. Dew point is the temperature at which there's more condensation than evaporation going on in the air, and so water vapor begins to condense and coalesce into water droplets that can fall as rain. Dew point can vary anywhere from 30 degrees Fahrenheit or on rare occasions more than 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Once the air has cooled past the dew point, it condenses around condensation nuclei, which are usually teeny tiny particles of dust, smoke, or even salt that are suspended in the air. The tiny water droplets that initially form are what you see as clouds. And if you pay close attention to clouds in the sky, you'll see that they're constantly shrinking and growing in response to the warring forces of evaporation and condensation. Water vapor that has condensed into tiny droplets and formed clouds is well on its way to becoming rain, but it's not quite there. For now, the water droplets are so tiny that the air currents keep them aloft, just as swirling particles of dust can stay in the air. But as those droplets continue to rise, buoyed by the rising bodies of warm air, they have two routes for making it back to Earth. The first is when water droplets collide and coalesce with other droplets, eventually becoming heavier than the uplift of the air around them, at which point they'll fall down through the clouds. Or through another process, the ice process of precipitation, or simply the Bergeron process, the droplets rise high enough to freeze into ice crystals, attracting more water vapor to them and quickly growing until they are heavy enough to fall as snow or melt and fall as rain. While we may classify rain as just a natural process, those of us who are Christians know that even the rain is a blessing from God. Deuteronomy 11:14 says, "Then I will give you the rain for your land in its season, the early rain and the latter rain, that you may gather in your grain, your new wine, and your oil." Deuteronomy 28:12 says, "The Lord will open to you his good treasure, the heavens, to give the rain to your land in its season, and to bless all the work of your hand. You shall lend to many nations, but you shall not borrow." Zechariah 10:1 says, "Ask the Lord for rain in the time of the latter rain. The Lord will make flashing clouds. He will give them showers of rain, grass in the field for everyone." And James 5:18 says, "And he prayed again, and the heavens gave rain, and the earth produced its fruit." So if you must go out today and it's raining, remember to thank God for that blessing.